Welcome back to World of Comics. Today we're dissecting a clash of titans that pits raw, gamma-fueled rage against arcane power so vast it guards entire dimensions. The Incredible Hulk versus Dr. Stephen Strange. This isn't just a brawl, it's a fundamental question of what truly reigns supreme in the Marvel Universe. So who's taking home the ultimate Marvel trophy? The Green Goliath, the strongest one there is, or the Sorcerer Supreme, master of all magic? Strap in, because by the end of this, one of them might just be turned into a crater. Let's dive in. First up, the meanest, greenest, smashing machine in comic book history, the Incredible Hulk. Hulk isn't just strong, he's the strongest one there is. Bruce Banner, a brilliant scientist, caught too many gamma rays, and now when he gets angry, well, you wouldn't like him when he's angry. His power is famously simple. The angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. It's an exponential curve of destruction, limited only by his rage. His story is basically an unending cycle of Hulk just wants to be left alone, followed by Hulk is forced to smash everything. Whether it's Savage Hulk, Professor Hulk, Worldbreaker Hulk, or even Immortal Hulk, the core principle remains. Unstoppable, unbreakable, furious power. This guy isn't just powerful, he's a fundamental force of nature, a walking green catastrophe. Let's look at the resume, because Hulk is basically a highlight reel of impossible feats. He's held up mountains, stopped tectonic plates, and even punched through dimensions. Seriously, in the Secret Wars comic, he once held up an entire mountain range that weighed 150 billion tons. And in Fear itself, he practically broke the continent of North America. He's so strong, he doesn't just break objects, he breaks the rules of physics. He's jumped from Earth to the moon and back. He's withstood planet-shattering blows from guys like Thor, Silver Surfer, and Red Hulk. He's recovered from being blasted to a skeleton, or even worse. Oh, and speaking of worse, in Immortal Hulk, he literally cannot die. He regenerates from anything, constantly pulled back to life by a mystical connection to the one below all. You can't put this guy down for good. And then there's Worldbreaker Hulk. Driven to his absolute breaking point, his mere footsteps caused earthquakes across the entire East Coast, and his clash with the Sentry nearly cracked the entire planet. He literally became a walking gamma bomb, radiating so much energy he'd melt everything around him. His power is limitless, fueled by an endless well of rage, making him one of the most destructive forces in the Marvel Universe. So how do you even compete with that? You bring in the master of the mystic arts, the guardian of reality itself. Let's talk about the man who broke open the multiverse, Dr. Stephen Strange. From arrogant surgeon to mystical warrior, Stephen Strange was a brilliant but incredibly arrogant neurosurgeon whose hands were tragically damaged in an accident. Unable to perform surgery, he sought a cure, leading him to the Ancient One and a world of magic. He dedicated his life to the mystic arts, becoming the Sorcerer Supreme, the primary magical protector of Earth. He's not just a spellcaster, he's the living embodiment of magical knowledge and power. He wields spells of incredible complexity and power, drawing on cosmic entities and fundamental forces. He can manipulate energy, matter, time, space, and even minds. He wears the Eye of Agamotto, possesses the Cloak of Levitation, and has access to countless mystical artifacts. He stands guard against eldritch horrors that would drive mortals insane with a glance. He's the first line of defense against the universe's truly weird and terrifying stuff. Let's look at his resume. It's less smash, more save the universe with a flick of the wrist. Strange has defeated Dormammu in his own dark dimension, often by outsmarting him rather than brute force. He's traveled through dimensions and realities that would warp the sanity of lesser beings. He's manipulated time on an infinite loop. He's shielded Earth from cosmic threats, repelled entire armies of demons, and even stopped a black hole from consuming New York. His power isn't just his own. He can tap into the power of cosmic entities like the Vishanti, Sitarak, yes, the Juggernaut's power source, and more, channeling their raw energy through his spells. He's banished literal gods to other dimensions, erased people from existence, and even faced down cosmic beings like Eternity. He's not just powerful, he's resourceful, brilliant, and incredibly cunning. And he's not afraid to get his hands dirty, even if it means sacrificing his own humanity for the greater good. There have been versions of Strange, like the one who consumed endless mystical power in What If? Dr. Strange lost his heart instead of his hands, who became essentially a godlike entity, shattering universes in his grief. He's the ultimate intellectual powerhouse, with the magical firepower to back it up. So, we have the unstoppable force versus the immovable and incredibly magical object. Both are top tier in their own domains, but who truly reigns supreme when a punch meets a portal? It's time for the ultimate breakdown. This isn't a playground fight where Hulk just needs to punch hard enough. This is a battle between raw physicality and absolute metaphysics. Strange is not going to stand there and take a hit. His primary mode of combat is avoidance, manipulation, and dimensional removal. Consider Strange's core abilities. He is the master of the instant no-sell. Hulk's angrier, stronger ability is his ultimate weapon, but it relies on him being able to act and process that anger. Strange simply prevents that. Strange's arsenal is a list of Hulk's worst nightmares. Strange can banish Hulk to another dimension with a flick of his wrist. Hulk might be the strongest one there is, but escaping a prison forged by the Sorcerer Supreme is a completely different level of cosmic difficulty. He's done this to demons far more complex than a gamma-irradiated rage monster. With or without the Eye of Agamotto, Strange is a master of chronomancy. He can freeze Hulk, send him hurtling backward or forward in time, or most effectively trap him in an infinite time loop, like what he did to Dormammu. Hulk's endless rage is useless if he's stuck reliving the same 5 seconds forever. Could Strange turn Hulk into a teacup? Maybe not permanently due to Hulk's innate resilience, but he could turn the ground beneath Hulk into water, or turn Hulk's own clothing into chains of Uru metal. Transmutation gives Strange total environmental control. Strange can project illusions to calm the savage beast, or if necessary, penetrate Banner's mind directly to revert him to his genius, but physically weaker human form. Hulk's brain is notoriously complex, but Strange has navigated the minds of literal cosmic entities. Strange doesn't need to defeat Hulk physically, he needs to remove him from the equation. He doesn't trade punches, he trades dimensions. Hulk is an absolute powerhouse. He is the strongest there is, and in a straight punching match, he'd turn the Earth into rubble. But Doctor Strange doesn't fight straight. He fights smart. He fights with the fundamental forces of the cosmos. All in all, Doctor Strange wins. He doesn't need to defeat Hulk. He needs to outmaneuver him, outsmart him, and simply make him not a problem anymore. Whether it's banishment to the dark dimension, trapping him in a loop of time, or a perfectly crafted spell, Strange has the tools to neutralize the Green Goliath before Hulk can ever reach his world-breaker potential. Muscle meets magic, and magic wins the war of attrition. What do you think? Did I get it right, or is Hulk just too strong to be stopped by magic? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more epic comic book showdowns, and I'll catch you in the next reality.